of July update, but I am finally able to do it. Oh my goodness sakes. July is supposed to be an easy month in this house. Not this year. So, what progress have I made? My big thing I told you guys this month for One Book July was all of the household projects. I just had a ton of stuff to get done. Everything is done. Even the boys' rooms have been gutted, which is, thank God. So, like I said at the beginning, there's not a whole lot of like planning stuff for me to show you because this year, One Book July, and this month generally anyway for us is about kind of gutting the house. So that's what I've been doing. So even the kids' rooms are done. I do still have to finish, the garage is about half done, and I have a closet in the laundry room that desperately needs to be done. But in the last 2 weeks, one by one, almost all of our appliances have decided to kind of try to stage a coup. So I've had nothing but repair people in and out fixing things. And you know, I'm not averse to trying to fix things myself. Like the furnace has given us problems and I've fixed it myself. The dryer's acted up and I've fixed it myself. Now the dryer's acting up and I have no clue how to fix it. So that's another repair person I'm still waiting on to come probably Monday. So that kind of put the kibosh on finishing up the rest of the house projects. As far as like planning, straight up like planning on paper goes, I am still right at the beginning of the month, and I don't even think I told you guys this, I switched to pocket size, and this little puppy came and is gorgeous. I love this so much. Look at that. I know the sun's not being totally agreeable, but we were outside and then the kids went inside, so I decided to record outside before they come back out. So same size, same setup and everything. I just put it into a different cover. This is a Chic Sparrow Pocket Plus Odyssey Hera Deluxe, if I didn't say that. It's gorgeous. Same setup as usual. What I'm gonna do, probably, there's maybe one or two things in here I'm kind of feeling the itch to tweak a little bit, and then I will probably show you like a full-on planner setup at the beginning of August. At least that's kind of my pseudo plan right now. There have been so many things going wrong in the house, honestly, that I'm kind of winging it with a lot of stuff right now. My other big thing was writing every day. I have been writing every day. Some of it has not been in the notebook. Some of it has been super late at night, typing on my phone, but at least I'm writing. I know I didn't write on the 4th of July, and I believe there have been 2 days since then, so I'm short 3 days. So it's a habit I'd like to continue. It feels really good. Sometimes it's morning pages, you know, sometimes I don't necessarily get to them in the morning, so just kind of depends. Last week I didn't do a great job of getting to them in the morning. Preseason hockey stuff started, so Mike was out of town for a little over a week, which, you know, on top of everything wanting to break at the same time didn't help. But what I really, really want to show you guys, I'm going to set this down. I had something come that really kind of shifted my One Book July really fast for me, because we talked about how it's a month for experimenting. And this has really helped me kind of focus on that other part of my projects in the disc-bound notebook, which again, it's a huge project for this fall that's for a big thing, and I can't show you any of it because it's for the big thing. So I feel so bad. I picked all these things to do this year that I've got to get done, but that I can't show you anything. But this I can definitely show you. This has been amazing as far as shifting my focus and pointing my focus in the right direction despite everything around here trying to stage a revolt and break. And that is this. This is the Path Planner. And I'm thinking, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I don't know, should I just do it in this video? I don't know. I think we'll just do it in this video. I wanted to give you guys a really thorough walkthrough of this. I have been tickled with this. I'm really, I was feeling kind of like I was twisting in the wind a little bit, if that makes sense. There's just, you know, when you anticipate a month being slower, you know, and then it's not, that can throw me. I know better than to be like upset by it or anything like that, because I mean, that's life. But there are really important things needed to get done this month, and obviously I haven't gotten out nearly as many videos as I wanted to get out this month. I have found it difficult to record with repair people tromping in and out of the house. So But this came and I really wanted to give it the time to thoroughly go through it. So a lot of my project planning time has been in here. Now what I did was I left, like I filled in a month and I filled in a week as far as the schedule goes. I filled in the month of July. It's undated, so that's one of the great things, is you can start whenever you want. But then I left the goals for the year and the quarterly goals. I left that blank so you guys could see it blank, but I have gone through it separately, like on just printer paper. And then I'm gonna fill it in for myself, obviously, when I'm done showing it to you guys. So this has really been my One Book July shakeup. This came, and for me, there was no, oh, but it's One Book July, I can't dive into that right now. It was, oh my gosh, it's One Book July, I'm supposed to be focusing on goals and projects. I need this right now. So I wanna give you guys a peek at this. It is awesome. I love it. I love the quality of it. I love that the goals and projects at the beginning are very guided but not restrictive, if that makes sense. And there are printables that come with it that I've printed out that I want to show you guys. But this has really, for the last 2 weeks, been a massive, massive focus of my One Book July, has been kind of reprioritizing my goals and making sure that I find a way to make those things fit in with everybody else's schedule around here. You know, Mike is on the road back and forth again. It's that time of year again already. You know, that affects things. You know, kids back and forth a lot because it's summer and then school's gonna start, and that'll obviously affect things again. So I wanted to take July, especially during One Book July when it's time to experiment and for me to be focusing on my goals and projects. I wanted to take it the second this came and really, really dig into it and spend some time with it. So I have spent probably a good 3 weeks, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, really walking through the steps in this to hone in on my goals for a year. I laid them out for a year. It's undated, which is great because you can start anytime you want. You know, whenever you get the real bad itch that you know you're kind of twisting in the wind and you need to focus on something, don't wait till, oh, I'll start it Monday. Don't wait till, oh, I'll start it on the 1st of next month. You know, start now. It doesn't matter when you start. It's just that you started. So, and I'm that person. I always want to start right at the beginning on a calendar, whether it's a month or a week or whatever. And I've had to learn that I can't do that because what'll happen is I'll lose that drive and I won't do it. So, or I'll forget, you know, everything will happen. I won't write it down and I'll forget. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what this looks like and walk you through the goal setting process in here, show you the printables that come with it, and then I'm going to put links for everything down below and also a discount code for you guys down below. There's a 20% discount code. I'm going to link everything down below so that you guys can find it, okay? So let me flip the camera around and get my face out of the sun. I feel like I'm kind of glowing. I don't make melanin, you guys, I just don't. And show you what this looks like. This has been the heart of the kind of realigning the priorities of my goals during One Book July, which has been fantastic. Okay, so here is my big One Book July 2017 shakeup. I've had so much fun in this, you guys. It just feels good when you know that what you're doing as far as day to day is not in alignment with the goals you want to achieve, like for whatever reason. Either you're procrastinating, or you know, life just keeps getting in the way, or everybody else's lives just kind of run over it, you know, whatever the case may be. It feels good when you take the time to kind of fix that and to start down, you know, this process of long-term goals. I'm not the best at keeping my long-term goals in mind. I know that there are certain videos I want to make every month. I know there's, you know, work things I need to get done every month. I know that the kids have things every month. I know, you know, and in long term, I'm not as good about looking out for a year. I have a really hard time with that. And that's why I've enjoyed this process so much, because this has helped me to keep those long-term goals in mind and set my short-term goals with those long-term goals in mind so that they get reached. Does that make sense? So first I'm going to give you guys, let's open this up. So this is what the cover looks like. It says The Path on it. Lots of gold foil. It is gorgeous. Really hard cover. I love that the coils are doubled. I love that. Hardcover front and back. So well laid out. And then on the inside, you have over here in the inside cover, if you read this, there is a link over here because there are freebies. There are printables that come with your purchase of this, and that's where you get those. So, and I'll show you those.
your if lost page, and then Felicia has put, I'm sorry, there's 2017 and 2018 calendars over here, so you have 2 years at a glance, which is fantastic for, you know, really quick, you know, vacation planning, days off planning, marking sick days, travel, that kind of thing. So Felicia here kind of explains kind of what this is for, and a suggestion for your mindset going forward and how to use it. Okay, so here's the story of how it was set up. And here it talks about your planner comes with an ebook, which is how to get the most out of your life using the path, a printable vision board, and a printable annual planner, which I have printed out. Let me show you those if I can get my hands on them. Okay, here is the annual planner. So that is 2017 all laid out. You've got January through December. They're marked at the top and the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, each day. Down here at the bottom, personal projects, my biggest goals for this year, and current period of focus professional projects. So I like that there are 2 different areas for personal and professional. That is really important. And then whether out of those or separately, your biggest goals for this year, your 5 biggest goals for the whole year. And then you can use this up here to track, you know, what days did I work on what goals, if you want to color code that. You know, what do we have going on, say family-wise, where I know there's going to be maybe little chunks of time that I'm not going to have as much time working on something because we're out of town or whatever. So this is one of the printables that comes with it. That is the annual calendar that comes with it. I'm trying to kind of hang on to things and not let them blow away, but I really didn't want to record inside if we could help it. It's actually really nice out, and they all just went in to get a snack, so it's gonna get noisy in there. And then here is the printable vision board, which is so pretty. So pretty. And honestly, what I think I'm gonna do, like I said, I went through this process. I have everything I want to put in these. Here it says like dream number 1, dream number 2, dream number 3, some little quotes on there. I really think I would like to go, you know, to, I don't know, FedEx Kinko's or maybe Office Max. I think I want this put on a larger like piece of cardstock. I'm not sure yet. I'm tinkering with that idea. So I'm gonna see about that. But this is a great layout for you to kind of be able to see all these goals that you're setting. Where are they going? You know, what are the dreams that could be fulfilled if you achieve these goals? Okay, so that really, really helps me personally with that long-term view, remembering to keep that long-term view. And we've talked about that before. I am not good about the long-term view sometimes. I get so caught up in the minutia of every day or every week. And then I have printed some pages from the ebook just so that I can kind of go through it with you guys. But the ebook that comes with it is fantastic because it really, truly walks you through your yearly, your quarterly, your monthly, your weekly, and your daily. Okay, so that is what comes here. This is where you download it, I'm sorry. The printable vision board, it tells you exactly how to go through that. So there's a goal setting exercise in here, okay? And then you do your vision board after that. So this explains how to do the vision board so that it's productive for you, you know? And then some of this is also in the ebook. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't filled any of it in yet. A lot of it is very personal. A lot of it is kind of, you know, family oriented, so also kind of personal. And I wanted to show it to you guys blank so you wouldn't see it with all my chicken scratching all over it. So in here, there is this idea of finding your mission. You want to be able to know what you're trying to achieve, this meaning, so that you're fulfilled. And this is how you get there. So you have your values, your vision, and your mission, okay? And then it walks you right through. It walks you through the thought process. That's what I'm trying to say. So it talks about your values. I hope the air conditioning just kicked in. I hope it's not too loud. Write down 10 people you admire most and the reasons you admire them. Your vision, you know, who do you want to be, why, how do you want to be, where do you want to be or live, why, what for, what's the purpose. So you have this nice step-by-step process, because a lot of times I think if we start thinking real big picture about our purpose or our meaning or our value to ourselves or to others, it's, for me at least, really easy to get really bogged down in. It's such a, the scope of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is such a large concept that I know my brain sometimes just kind of want to shut down. So with this, it's very nicely laid out in steps. After you do those first 2 steps, your 3rd step is your mission. So you write out what your mission is, and then you have a spot for goals, okay? So you have personal and professional goals, long-term goals, and I'm talking long-term, 20 years and 10 years. That's the stuff I'm terrible about looking out and really thinking about and planning. So, and then your medium-term and short-term goals, 3 to 5 years, 1 to 2 years, and this year, okay? And then you get into the goal setting process. Okay, so this breaks down, you have goals for this year, for the quarter, for the month, for the week, for the day. Okay, and I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it is laid out so nicely. So your yearly goals over here, you want to write down all the goals you want to accomplish in 1 year. Okay, I have an ant crawling on my foot, and you have lots of space for that. This is all goals for the year. Okay, and then you take the most important goal to you right now. So you list them all out, okay? It doesn't matter if you fill up all, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 18 boxes, 18 goals you could pick. Doesn't matter if you fill them all in or not, that's not the point. But you go through and you choose the main one, the one that's most important to you right now, okay? And you divide that into 4 quarterly achievements. So in quarter 1, within 3 months' time, these are the things I want to achieve that pertain to this goal. In 6 months' time, here's what I want done that pertains to this goal. And then 9 months and 12 months. So you have it all divided out by quarter, okay? And then after you go through and you start following this process and you achieve those goals, you come back and check it off, okay? So you have your goals laid out, you split them down into what do I want done in 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, so across a quarter, across the year, and then you go to the milestones, okay? So your monthly milestones, there are 3 milestones for each quarter. So your goals for quarter 1, what do you want to achieve in 3 months? So you have all of these, all those goals that you just chose, the things you want achieved in 3 months that are pieces of the main goal, the yearly goal, okay? What habits or skills do I need to achieve the goal? Is there something you need to start researching or learning? Is there something you need to stop doing to be able to achieve this goal? And then you take each of those and divide it up because there's 3 months in a quarter. So here's my goal, here's what I need to do or learn or not do to achieve that goal. And then out of that, here's a goal for month 1, month 2, or month 3 that you pull from that quarterly goal. And then if I achieve it, here's my reward. Okay, that's a biggie for me. Don't know why, but it is. I used to think that was the silliest concept, like, years and years ago. I think don't need a reward, I'll be happy because I finished whatever it is I wanted to finish. But man, setting up a reward system for yourself is amazing, and it's a great way to motivate yourself, really. I didn't used to think that, like I said, I'm talking 20 years ago. I was wrong. For me, I was totally wrong. I do need a reward system. So you do that for quarter 1, okay? And then on your monthly plan, here's what your month looks like, okay? So you've done your yearly, you've done your quarterly, and then on this sheet you have your milestones, goals for months 1, 2, and 3. You pull those and they go down here on your monthly setup. So you have goal A, okay, which you pulled from the prior page. In week 1 of this month, what part of goal A do I want to accomplish? What part do I want to accomplish in week 2, in week 3, and week 4? So you're just taking these big rocks, right? And you're just breaking them and breaking them and breaking them down into smaller and smaller and smaller rocks, okay? You also have your habits. You want to write down the habits that you want to either be mindful of or track. Kind of keeping in mind that 21-day chain that it takes to develop a habit. And then your mindset is if you have like limiting beliefs that you think are holding you back or something you need to remind yourself, like this month it's been the word push. I just need to push through and get this stuff done. And I've been thinking that since the middle of June. So good word for me, push. So you've got your goals, you've got your habits, you've got your mindset. Notes over here, as you can see, repair, reschedule because of a repair. And then this is undated, so you can fill it in. Your month line is usually blank. I obviously did my regular color coding. Stuff for Mike, stuff for the kids, travel, all that good stuff. And then as the month finishes and you're rolling into the next month, you come back here, kind of review your weekly pages for the month and write down what you learned. Maybe you realized that the way you have chosen your goals wasn't enough. Maybe you need to be a little bit more active in pursuing them because you finished them all in week 1, so maybe when you're setting those goals, you're not giving yourself enough credit. Maybe you need to adjust your expectations one way or the other. So that's what this is for, is, you know, looking back on the month, what did you learn? And then here is the weekly section. I got things blowing around here. One second, guys. So you take from, on your weekly section, you have your goals written down here, right? So you pull those, hello, Mr. Ant, go away. Those goals for the week go over here, okay? Find time each week to write down things to be grateful for, which has a lot to do with this mindset box back here. And I've found that when I have set something like this, even if it's just in my own head, if I have some concept, some kind of mindset on my mind, I tend to see the things that I should be thankful for that help me achieve that mindset a lot easier, because it's kind of already on my mind. I've already kind of made it active. A lot of times I'll take a word like that and just write it somewhere randomly in my planner that I know I'm going to be seeing, kind of for the month, to help me focus on a certain thing or a certain habit or aspect of life or whatever it is I'm trying to focus on. I try to pick a word and I'll just slap it somewhere randomly in my planner where I know I'm going to see it a lot. So I really like that there's a specific place for that. Let's see, I got rambling and I lost my spot. Your daily goal down here has a lot to do with the goals that we set up back here. Okay? These goals here can go down here. So you've got your daily goal, your habit, and your to-do. So you can list out your goals for the week up here. Every day you want to take steps toward achieving those goals, right? So here you have 7 opportunities to achieve those goals. So it's all divided out. Here's your to-dos as far as your goals, and then habits, the plus or the minus. You know, is this a habit something I'm trying to start doing, say every day, or something I'm trying to stop doing? So this is where you can keep track of how you did, either your goals for that or how you did at the end of the day. And then here's that reward system again, your wins and rewards. When I started filling this out on blank paper, it was maybe 2 weeks ago, I kind of had both. I had, well, here's what I accomplished, so here's my reward. You know what I mean? I kind of followed these through, wrote down what I accomplished, and then finished my reward. And then what do I need to improve on? How did my habits go? You know, did I do well kind of forming that new habit this week, or heading toward forming that new habit? So that is your weeks, okay? And then there is, did I go right past it? I did not. And then, oh, then your actual week. Your week is Monday through Sunday, and you have 6 a.m. to midnight, basically. The last box is 11, so the bottom of that would be midnight. And it is Monday through Sunday. Saturday and Sunday are split. Here's Saturday, there's Sunday. Okay, so I just kind of gave you guys a really basic, because like I said, a lot of this goal stuff has to do with that big thing in the fall, and I can't tell you anything about that right now. So I went through a lot of printer paper this week, this last 2 weeks, and kind of, you know, I had the schedule in my regular planner, but all of this stuff I've done separately, and I wanted to copy over the schedule so you guys could kind of see an example of how to do it. As far as the paper itself, if we're going to talk physically about the planner rather than the process for a second, I love the paper. Even this dark green, that's kind of a dark green fine point marker, it kind of sort of shows through there a tiny bit. And I kind of pushed too hard on the paper. Liam was sitting on my lap while I was doing it, and he's getting to the point that it's kind of hard to work with him on your lap. So but yeah, I haven't had any issues with like pen showing through. I love the paper. Pages turn nice and easy. So really happy with like physically the look of it and the layout of it. Tickled. So you have weeks like this. Here's a completely blank one that pertain to that first month. Okay, so you have 5 weeks worth, so that when you have those odd weeks where the month begins or ends kind of in the middle, or you know, at a tail end or beginning of a week, and then there are notes pages. Okay. Several notes pages. Yeah, I have 1, 2, I think it's like 4 full, yeah, 1, 2, 4 full notes pages, and then you roll into your next month. So because you have it all in one book like this, as you're setting up this upcoming month, you know, you want to make sure you go back and fill in your lessons learned for this month. And then as you're setting up, say, August, you want to go back to, August would be my quarter one, because July was the first month that I did this. And go back and, okay, month 2. Well, first you go to month 1. What did I achieve? What milestones did I achieve for month 1? And if there wasn't anything, you know, that didn't get done, I'd move on to month 2. If there were things that did get done, great, mark them off. Get your reward, which is fantastic. If there are things that didn't get done, you want to make sure, hello, Mr. Ant, go away. You want to move those things you didn't get finished in month 1 into month 2. So I laid all this out in pencil. Not so that I could like erase and move things, but so that if I didn't get something done in month 1, I could kind of circle it, move it over here, and if I wasn't neat about moving it and interfering with this handwriting here, I'd be able to erase that. Does that make sense? I wanted to be able to see the things that I had not accomplished and that I had to bump forward to the next month or the next week. But I wanted to be able to move how I showed that, and I knew if I did it in pen, once I draw that arrow, it's there. So I did that kind of stuff in pencil. And then, so that is your setup through here. You've got your month, you have enough weeks, you have 4 pages of notes, and then your upcoming month. All undated, so you can start it at any time. I think I started working on this like on a Wednesday. It came and it just clicked with me. So as things get to where there's stuff that I can show you, I will do that. I will kind of get everything in here and kind of maybe cover up the stuff that I can't show you yet. And then once, you know, fall goes by, I can actually show you. And then in the back there are coloring mandalas, which I love. I actually scanned, I can't remember what page it was. I think it might have been this one. I scanned one and printed it out on the printer so that I could color it, because I wanted to show this to you guys all blank before I started fiddling in it too much. But I definitely wanted to walk through those goals exercises, you know, so I'd know what I was talking about. And I'll tell you what, it really, really helped. And then I wanted to color on some of these one night, so I scanned, I think it was this one. And it is so relaxing. It is truly relaxing. So that is the Path Planner. I am going to put a link down below so you guys can see where to get it. I do have a coupon code. Felicia was so nice to offer that. It is Carrie H20, C-A-R-I-E H20. That'll give you 20% off your purchase. I will link that down below as well. If you guys have any questions, give me a holler and let me know. And we will revisit this once I have stuff in here that I can actually show you without having it be nothing but pages of Post-it notes covering stuff up. Because that wouldn't make any sense, would it? So I hope that One Book July is treating you well. I'm glad that One Book July is a month for experimenting, because I'll tell you what, this really put the shake up into my One Book July this year, and I needed it. I desperately needed it, and I'm very, very thankful for it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your One Book July is going well. There will be another update video. It may even be up in 2-3 days here to do with stuff in here. So, but go check this out, you guys. I could not be happier with this process. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.